is because I'm out of notifications on Fireside. I'm actually gonna um all right. So I just got out of court. So I caught a pedophile in Oakland, Illinois. So I just got out of court. He like there was kind of an issue where they didn't want to take the case because it's considered a vigilante. So am I muted? Wait, is my audio here? Okay. You hear me? All right, sounds good. Okay, just kind of a summary for the people that don't know. So, yeah, so basically, I catch pedophiles out of Massachusetts. Um, Kind of been sharing a channel with a catcher you probably are familiar with. Mainly, I'm going to be posting catches on this channel mainly. And I just got out of court. I drove 15 hours from Massachusetts to Illinois. That's where I'm at now, just to make sure this guy gets charged and uh, that I can be a complaining witness. So his name was Joe. He invited a 13-year-old girl, what he believed to be a 13-year-old girl, to his house, and yeah, actually did a door knock. I think it was at night. It's kind of near Chicago. So um, they originally didn't want to take the case, but the point of going here was to move forward with the case. So they apparently they can't do felonies for it, but they are able to move forward on a misdemeanor. So I'm gonna be going to court on Zoom moving forward, but I made it a point to get here. It's very important to me. But also I was in court with with the predator. So he was there in court too. And he I heard he was like breathing really heavy in court, like noticeably, where like I think like the cops went to him, they said like you need to calm down, get water or something. So he was very stressed out. Like honestly, um I don't like that we're not getting a felony. I don't like the idea that we're not taking cases from credible witnesses to remove pedophiles from our society. Yeah, I do all the decoying. I really do everything actually. Although Lynn and God's Angels, she actually did the cop calling, and that's also important. Yeah, I did the decoying, and yeah, there was just a lot of times where they had to come down to like he was like doing a lot of heavy breathing and everything. So that was at least kind of the good part is like pedophiles shouldn't be too comfortable when they are facing criminal charges for their actions. So that's uh that's kind of just an update on the situation. Is uh is the case going to be moving forward, but it's going to be misdemeanors. He did get arrested, and the cops were actually great. A lot of times, once they see a catcher show up to court, they take a plea deal. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I drove 15 hours to get here, so I mean, it was so I'm from Marlborough, Massachusetts. I'm right now I'm like near Chicago. So if you kind of consider like how far Boston is from Chicago, that's about the distance. So like it was worth it. I'm just glad I made it here in time. Um and I would do something like that again, you know. So the name of kind of the channel is Nonviolent Citizens Against Predators. I started it in 2021, and you know, the main kind of point is to say that what we do is not vigilantism. What we do is legitimate investigative journalism against online predators. So uh, that's the main argument. That's kind of the reason for the name and the purpose of NVCAP is to kind of fight for the movement as well. But yeah, um, I drove 15 hours to get this guy, and it was kind of worth it because I've been in court with predators before, especially in Massachusetts, and they seem so relaxed. They seem like this isn't a big deal. Like, what's going on? Like it's like they're there for a ticket. But in this case, he was visibly distressed, as he should be. It's still a registrable offense. Unfortunately, it doesn't look that way. I don't see how a misdemeanor would get there. I can't say I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. But as it looks, it is gonna he's gonna get something. That's kind of an update. Actually, 31. Not being able to push for felonies against crimes against children. Yeah, I agree. That's the biggest issue we face. Yeah, I got a hotel. Trying to see if I can get a catch out this way. So when I do catches, I always go live on another channel called NVCAP Fireside. So the only reason why I'm live here, usually I would be doing this live on, kind of front of more of my audience, like NVCAP Fireside. But I'm out of notifications, so I just couldn't. Or any door handles involved, I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, I don't like the fact that he's getting a misdemeanor, but I have a Zoom call. I guess I'm gonna be calling in through Zoom in December. That's what it's looking like. So that's just an update. And actually, I'm gonna be putting that catch here. So on this channel, I'm gonna be posting. I'm kind of working on the editing right now, so I'm going to uh, be posting that catch that I just got out of court from here on this channel as a premiere. If local Leo is involved, yeah, I'm thinking if I can maybe work closer with law enforcement beforehand in this case, it might make sense. But it's kind of like you never know. But the police, I think, just did a great job. It's just it was just kind of the DA's position to not bring it to felonies, which that's I don't agree with that, you know, because he was a little bit, I guess you would say, slow. But the problem is, he said I could go to jail. He said he could go to jail, this and that. So whenever they know what the consequences could be, that shows culpability. That shows they knew what they were doing. Like, I don't care whatever mental issue they have. If they know what they're doing is wrong and they know there could be consequences for it, that is enough for me. And that is in the chat logs. Yeah, and I will say a lot of my catches. I'm kind of based in Massachusetts, but I'm kind of doing catches on more locations. I'm gonna be going. I'm usually going live on NVCAP Fireside, and I'm gonna be putting the premieres here, so you'll be seeing it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how the links work. Malcolm worked as a substitute teacher at juvenile hall and said every time a pencil went missing, the cops had to come in. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Douglas King Jr. Not sure who that is. So yeah, that's just kind of an update. That's really all I got. So yeah, this guy he lives with his like stepmother. So he was taking care of his stepmother. He's actually like a big dude. He's like 6'4". Uh you'll see him like when I interview him. It's on NVCAP. Fireside. I think the lab is right now. Um but he was taking care of his stepmother. So but he wanted to have sex with the decoy, the girl decoy. That he believes is a 13-year-old girl. While he was doing that. So he showed pictures of condoms. He 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 had a lot of. It's just like the intent was just so there, and the evidence is just. Um, yeah, I really don't understand how some DAs take the stance because like the crux of the justice system is based on criminal intent, and that's all this guy had was criminal intent. It doesn't matter if it's necessarily like a real kid or if it's a police thing. It doesn't matter like how it's done. It matters what was their intent. But yeah, I'll continue to give updates on it. Um, but yeah, I signed the papers. And and that was to proceed as a witness. To proceed as um proceed with the criminal complaint. They called it. Yeah, I don't really have anything more to say. I might not keep this live on. I'll probably talk about this also on Fireside. So I go live there a lot. So basically here I'm gonna be just kind of like posting catches, but I do a lot of lives kind of like leading up to catches and kind of the entire process. And also I do go live there for the catches. So that's kind of the purpose of Fireside. Fireside is kind of like a deeper dive into it. So yeah, other than that, I can't really think of more to say. But um, yeah, he was in his. I think he was 57. Let me actually look. Yeah, he was 57. He was 57. Came. He invited a 13-year-old girl to um have sex, basically. That was a rough 57. Um. Oh, sorry about that. I'll make sure your comments are there. I don't know what's going on with that. EDP watch. So yeah, I think I'll end it off here. And that's just an update. How y'all are doing and all. But damn, this OG NVCAP. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm just doing everything I can. But alright. Yeah, I just I don't know if I'm gonna keep this live up for too long. But I'll also be talking about this on Fireside. So probably tomorrow because I'm out of notifications.